strip clubs and dollar bills. So get my money, dance, make your girl go.
Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If I had to bet, I wouldn't have did all.
Y'all like me. Y'all like me. Y'all think I'm cute. Y'all think I'm funny. And I just love y'all so much because we're at 200 occasion. We're at
200 occasion. Each occasion 200.
We're at 200 followers. Like, what are you saying to me right now? Like, what could you really say to me? It's only up. It's only up and up and up from here. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I got my nails done. Yeah, I got my nails done. Does it look like I'm gonna walk around with some chicken Do it look like I'm gonna walk around with some chicken fingers? No, it don't. Why would she let me leave like that? Like, she thought I was gonna pay for them nails after she had them like that? No, it never gave that. Ever. Let's jump into the story time. Basically, I wanted to get my nails done, and normally I go to nail techs, like actual nail techs that some people like be in like a studio and some people do it from home. Most of the time they be home, but I normally go to nail techs. But this one time I really wanted my nails done really bad because I cannot live without my nails. I always have to have my nails on. If you know me, you will probably never see me without my nails, and that's just me. Like, it's a reason for that. Like, my nails is just me. Like, it's just the way I cope. I just like doing my nails. It's just how some people feel about cigarettes. That's how I feel about having my nails done. Like, how crackheads feel about I'm sorry. That's how I feel about my nails. Like, I just always have to have my nails done. So I'm like, okay, none of the nail techs is, you know, available, so I'm gonna go to the nail salon. So, you know, I drive myself to the nail salon or whatever, and I'm like, okay. I tell her that I want tapered square. Does this look like tapered square? Does that look like tapered square? No, it does not. It doesn't look like tapered. Like, I was so upset, y'all. Like, whew. I told her I wanted tapered squared and that I wanted a light blue. She didn't have light blue, so I'm like, okay, I'll just go dark blue because I wanted some type of blue. So I was like, you know what? I'll just get the royal blue. That's fine. So I'm telling her that I want acrylic powder. Not dip powder. Acrylic powder. Now, if y'all don't know the difference, dip powder is when it's a powder and she puts like glue on and then you dip your finger and then the acrylic goes on that way. Colored acrylic powder is when they dip it in the brush and then they put it on your nails. That's what I wanted. But instead of it being a basic coat, like when you go to nail salons, they put like a light, they put like a light pink or like a white on your nails. But instead of that, I wanted it to be blue so that she didn't have to paint my nails afterwards. It would already be blue. My girls that get their nails done, they get what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, cool. She gets the powder out and she puts the stuff on and she starts dipping my finger. So I'm like, no, I didn't even let her finish. Like, I'm like, no, this isn't what I want. I wanted you to do acrylic powder, not dip powder. So she's like, oh, okay. And dips my hand again. I'm like, lady, I don't want that. I'm telling her, I'm like, you don't have like acrylic powder. Like, I'm trying to get down to the nitty gritty because the lady behind me was getting what I wanted done. Like, she was getting colored acrylic. So I'm like, that's what I want. So she's like, oh, okay, that's $10 extra. All right, fine, like, whatever. This is the first time I'm getting my nails short, but if you know me and you watch my past videos, I always have long nails. So my nails always range up to $65, $80. That's always the price range. So the nail salon, she had charged me $60, but it was $10 because I want them long. So I'm already at $70, and now you're charging me another $10 because I want color acrylic. So that's $80. So I'm like, okay, you have it. Like, fine, that's fine. She gets the color acrylic powder, but she's making them so thick, y'all. Like, I wish I had a video. I'm trusting the process. So she's, you know, doing it or whatever. She's putting the acrylic powder on, and I'm scared. Like, I'm looking at her. I'm kind of asking her questions. Like, I don't like to ask people questions while they're doing their job because I don't like when people ask me how to do my job because I know how to do my job. But I'm just like, are you sure? Because I don't want you to do it, and I don't like it. Because if I don't like it, I'm not going to pay for it. And that's with anything. Like, I don't know. So I'm asking her, I'm like, you know, it's a little thick. You know, you're going to buff them down a little bit. Like, what you got? She's like, yeah, I got it. Like, I got you, girl. I got you. I'm like, okay. Cool, great, awesome. So she's done both nails, but she doesn't buff them until after she has both nails with acrylic powder on. So right now I have 10 fingers as thumbs. They're fat as fuck. So I'm just like, okay. She starts buffing them down, drilling them down, but it's hard for her to do it because it's like this much acrylic powder on my fingers. So I'm just looking at her. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, can somebody please help this girl? She's buffing and buffing and buffing. I was in the nail salon for like 3 hours. I've never been in the nail salon that long, ever. Max it takes is hour 30 minutes, like, especially because it was a basic set. I wasn't getting anything. It shouldn't have taken that long. So, you know, she's about to put the gel coat on, and I'm like, hold on, Stink, you're not done. These are still fat. They don't look up to par. Like, no. So I'm like, how much do you say this was again? She was like, $80, $80. No, it's not $80. It's about to be $0 because I don't like how you did it. No. I'm telling her, I'm like, can you buff it a little more? Like, you know, it's real thick. I don't like it. Like, I don't like it. So she's like, oh, honey, like, I can't do that. Like, it's gonna fall off if it's too thin. Okay, well, I want it thin. Like, I want it thin. I don't want it like this. Like, I'm telling you what I want, and you're telling me what you want. Whose hands are these? Mine or yours? Like, no. She starts talking to her friend in the corner, and I'm guessing she was talking shit like, this ratchet bitch really want her nails this thin, and I don't know how to do that thing, this, that, and the third. So they get to chopping it up, and I'm looking at both of them like, what we talking about? Because my nails still not how I want them, so not getting up till my nails is how I like them. And for some of y'all watching this, y'all might make it seem like I'm a bitch, but would y'all walk out the nail salon with y'all nails like this? Would y'all walk out the nail salon? Because no, some of y'all do. I be seeing on TikTok, some of y'all be leaving the salon and y'all be crying, talking about, this is what I wanted and this is what I got, and now y'all sitting at home crying. Me? I'm not going for none of that. I don't care what it is. It could be a hairstyle, it could be nails, it could be food. If I'm paying for something, I want it to be what I paid for. Like, no. She's telling me she has another client and that I basically need to get up out the seat and that she's done with me. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not paying because this isn't what I wanted. So she's like, oh, honey, like, you know, I tried to do what you wanted me to do, and I filed them down as much as I can, but that's just as much as I could do it. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe y'all just bad with nails, and I just went to a bad nail salon, so I'm going to give you half the price. I'm like, okay, I'm not paying $80 for this, though. I'll pay $40, but I'm not paying $80. So she's like, oh, no, honey, like, you have to pay the whole price. Like, I can't do that, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not. It's either you take the 40 or you take nothing at all. So her friend comes up to the desk and she's like, you know, what's wrong with the issue? And I'm telling her, I'm like, this isn't what I wanted. It's just a whole mess. Like, I'm not paying for that. I'll pay you half, but I'm not paying the whole thing. So she starts getting rowdy with me. Like, she's going in and out of her language. Like, she's speaking in English and she's speaking in her language, and she's just like, you're gonna pay me the money. And she's getting rowdy with me. She's like swiping stuff off the desk. She's like, you're gonna pay me, you're gonna pay me. Oh, that's where you fucked up at, because I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do anything. If you know me, you know I keep my taser on me handy dandy at all times. Like, it's a Glock 45. I charge my taser. I go everywhere with my taser. Like, that's my man. Like, wherever my man goes, that's where I go. She's like getting all buck in my face. So her friend comes and she's calm. She's like, okay, you know, like, we'll just take the 40, this, that, and the third. They thought they were slick because they thought they was gonna overcharge my card. No, baby, I literally transferred my funds so that it's exactly $40 and you don't take anything out more than that. So it kept declining because she kept trying to charge my card $80. I'm like, it's not going to go through because you keep trying to charge me $80 and I'm giving you $40. So she's like, oh, honey, we can't do that in our system. Yes, you can. You just don't want to, and I'm not a dummy. So she's like, we can't do that. Like, it's just giving. You have to give us the whole $80. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm leaving. So since you don't want to take the $40, I'm going to leave the store. This lady, the lady who did my nails, she proceeds to follow me outside. She's like, you're gonna give me the money? I was trying to give you 40, which is that's what you earned. Like, I'm not giving you $80 for that. So she proceeds to follow me outside and follow me to my car. Let me tell you something. That's what you don't do. You don't follow a black woman outside to their car. That's just what you don't do. I'm like, lady, back up. Like, you're close, you're being rowdy. Like, I don't like that. Like, I'm gonna have to put my hands on you. I don't like that. Like, please just leave me alone. You didn't want the $40, so it is what it is. I didn't like my service, and that's just that. So she's like, you're gonna pay me. I turn around. She proceeds to grab the back of my shirt. Are you stupid? Do you love your life? Do you love your life? Because I don't think you do. We got the scuffling. We got the scuffling because why are you touching me? We got the scuffling. Mind you, I had on my cargo pants, and my taser was in my cargo pants. It was all I had to do was reach in my pocket. So we get the scuffling or whatever. Her friend comes outside. She's trying to break it up, but then her friend ends up hitting me as well. So what did I do? I got my taser and I did this. I ended up having to get a new taser after this because this part broke because I had it in her skin. Y'all, my taser a little crusty, but the sharp part of the taser, this part, right, that part, it ended up cutting her because the way I tased her, so it's her friend right here, it's her right here, and then it's me. So I'm punching and fighting, but at the same time I'm trying to grab my taser. So my taser ended up doing this while it's on. She starts screaming, like screaming to the top of her lungs. Her friend runs. After she heard my taser, she ran. She said, fuck her friend. Like, she went back in the store. So the lady ends up screaming, and she's like, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police. I felt like Medea. Call them.
On the police.
I ain't scared no popo. Call the popo.
I call the police. They're gonna be here in 10 minutes.
Okay, then that leave me 9 to beat the out of you.
You think?
I'm gonna call them, but I'm pissed because my shirt's ripped. I have on thumbs. Like, my hands look like chicken fingers right now. I have somewhere to be. I'm just so mad, y'all. Like, I'm just so irritated. I get home and I call my friend and I'm telling her, I'm like, girl, like, look at my nails. Like, you cannot tell me that this wasn't worth tasing her and this wasn't worth paying for because it looked hideous. I'm over here in the house trying to file them down. Still didn't look good when I filed them down and went to work the next day. Like, it just looked terrible. It was just a hot mess. And I was gonna say to this day I haven't been to a nail salon, but I have. If no nail techs are available, I do go to a better one. They're called La Lua Nails if you want to go. They are a little pricey, but I honestly go to nail techs, and even nail techs low-key give me a hard time, but I managed to get my nails done every time I can. So it, you know, it works out for me. I don't make it work out when it comes to these nails. When it comes to nails, I'm gonna make it work out. I could have $0 in my bank account and I'm still gonna get my nails done. Like, that's just how I am, and I don't care, because if I don't get my nails done, if I don't pay for my nails, who's gonna pay for them for me? Nobody. This was kind of a short story time. That's basically what happened. I never went back to that nail salon again, though. I'll tell you that. But yeah, that's the end of this story time. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't follow my Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's gonna be in the link below. Thanks, guys, and thanks for the 200 subs. I love y'all so much. But stay tuned for the next story time, because my next story time is gonna be juicy. I'll be going through it. Like, if you haven't noticed, it's always something going on in my life. Yeah, that's it for the story time. Bye, guys. Love y'all.